Hey, what's up guys, MNO Studios here, and today we're actually going to be talking about some very exciting news that has finally been revealed, and this is the new LEGO Marvel CMF series. And this is probably one of the most anticipated things in terms of Marvel for this year. A lot of cool things for Marvel have came out, and this is just one more cool thing in my opinion, and it's really good, so in terms of the packaging, looks really good. We have the Wolverine. I don't know what that is going to allude to, but it's still cool. And yeah, let's just start talking about these figures. Now, and actually, before I do get to that, I do want to note that there are 12 different figures in these. All of these will be about $5 each, $4.99. So that is pretty expendy. You buy all 12, and that's about $60. So I figured that's pretty expensive, but despite that, it's still going to be worth it to get these figures, and definitely if you get the chance to get duplicates, do it, because these are going to be pretty valuable in the future. So despite that, let's move on and get talking about these awesome figures. First one we got is Bucky Barnes, otherwise known as the Winter Soldier, and this is a really good figure. I really love the printing on here. It does not have dual molded legs or anything fancy like that, but the printing that's on here is still really nice. And they did what they could. It is a pretty simple fig, but still is I think LEGO did a wonderful job of capturing him, and it looks better than I imagined it would. And overall, I'm very proud of LEGO for pulling off this figure. It looks really solid. The shield, I think it's cool that it does come with it. It doesn't really need it, but it is still a nice addition. And then we, of course, got his knife. So, yeah, definitely a great figure to have. Now, moving on to the next figure. And this next figure is probably my favorite. I don't know. I think it's definitely close. I think it's definitely my favorite of this whole CMF. And this is the Captain America, or the Sam Wilson version of Captain America. And this is a really good figure. When I first saw the leaks of this, I was very shocked. I wasn't too sure about the hairpiece, but looking at it now, it just looks so much better. I really love the printing on those wings. I'm assuming that's printing anyway. I think it'd be quite a shame if it was stickers, but I believe it is all printing. The arm printing is great. The leg printing is awesome. Using the same shield that comes with the Bucky, which is perfectly fine. And the face printing is also really well done. Overall, this is probably the best figure on here. It looks really good. And I don't know. All the words have been stolen out of my mouth. I mean, it's just a really good figure. I really don't know what else to say about it, but it's definitely my favorite one, or at least a close second, So, moving on to the next one, we have Wanda from WandaVision. Also, a pretty good figure. It is kind of unfortunate that we didn't get a dual mold for the hair. It would have been really cool if we got a dual mold. Unfortunately, it's just one piece with the printed tiara on there, and of course the nougat does kind of show on the outline, so it doesn't really look too good, but I think it looks fine for what it's trying to capture. Obviously, LEGO figures aren't going to be 100% accurate, but I think this is definitely a close, very close representation of accuracy. Definitely good figure. I really love the arms on here. I love the dual molded arms. You could possibly use those for Iron Man if you really wanted to. And then it also comes with these new red Power Blast pieces, which looks great. And then the printing on her looks really awesome. I really love the torso printing. It looks great. The leg printing is not bad. And overall, this is just another wonderful figure. And then moving on to another WandaVision character, we have White Vision. And this one, I think is the most disappointing out of all of them, just because of the lack of accuracy. The only problem with this one, though, why I don't think it's very accurate, is because I do believe this was made based off of concept art. So I don't I can't really say that it's completely Lego's fault. They didn't do good on this figure. It's a great figure. It's just not very accurate compared to the last product. Not all of them are going to be, but still, it is kind of unfortunate to see like the little stone thing or whatever is orange. There's way too much gray and gold. So I mean, I think it's a good figure, but it definitely could have been better. But I do like it, and it's still going to be one I will have no problem having. So he also comes with the little computer kind of showing the WandaVision hex or whatever. So that's pretty cool. And the WandaVision residence, which looks pretty nice. And yeah, it's a good figure. Just not near as accurate as it could have been. So moving on to the next one, we have Monica Rambeau. And this is also a really good figure. I don't know if that hairpiece is new, but it looks really good on her, and it's definitely accurate. The only problem with this one is it is kind of plain, but she's really not that detailed of a character anyway in the show, so there's really not much you can do. I think they nailed her in Lego form because, she's not a very busy figure. She doesn't have a whole lot of small details, really, other than the top of her outfit, so I think they did a wonderful job. It also, I do wish, and I don't know if it does, but it would be really cool if it actually did come with the glowing eye effect on her second face print. I don't know if she's going to have a second face print or not, but that would be really cool. I don't know if that's going to be the case, but hopefully it is. And then she also comes with the little drone that transforms into the helicopter in the some sort of build form. It would have been cool to get a new mold, but I think the build is perfectly fine and definitely represents it well. I don't know if there's going to be a printing on the build or anything, but despite that, still looks like a really, really solid build and will work for what it's trying to convey. Next one, we have a What If comic based fig, and this is the I believe this is like what if Gamora became Thanos and like took over the mantle of Thanos. And this is a really good one. I really like the sword build. I think it looks good using that gold lightsaber hilt with the two triangular blades. I think it looks pretty solid. I do really love the dual mold with the print on top. I think that looks really good. The dual molded arms, they look so good. And the printing on this one is really good. I'd have to say this is probably my second favorite fig. It's definitely a really, really good one. I do like that hairpiece. I do believe that hairpiece we have seen before. And overall, it's just a really good figure. I really love the printing. And again, I think this is my second favorite fig out of the whole CMF. And moving on to my next fig, this is probably my third or fourth favorite. And this is the Zombie Captain America. And this is a really good one. I was not expecting this one, to be honest. And I think that they did it is really cool. And especially because we don't get a whole lot of zombie-based figures anymore from Lego. So it would be nice to see more. And I think that we are getting a Captain America zombie is just really, really awesome. And I really like it. I really love the shield, how it's kind of damaged. You could actually possibly use that for like Thanos versus Cap from Endgame mock if you wanted to, or really any Cap with like just having some wear and tear on the shield. I think it would work perfectly for that. I don't know if it's going to be glow in the dark. That would be cool, but I don't think that's going to be the case. Obviously, glow in the dark bricks have really been making a comeback, especially in the Marvel sets with all the Hulkbusters and stuff, which is pretty cool. But I do really like this figure. And yeah, I mean, it's just a really good figure. I love the details. It's just a really, really well done figure, and I love the fact that it is kind of battle damage, and that'll be very, very useful for possible other Captain America figure mods or whatever. So that would be really cool. Next one, again, I'm kind of torn between this one and the Captain America, but I think this is probably my third or fourth favorite. But this is the Zombie Slayer Spider-Man. At least that's what he's supposed to be calling. And I'm supposed to, I'm assuming that it's going to be in the same universe as the Captain America. So that'll be pretty cool. Or the same What If storyline. So he does come with a nice well done face print with the hair. That worked perfectly. And then the overall printing of the figure, obviously that's a separate head, but the overall printing of the rest of the figure looks really good. I do think the blue should be a darker shade if they were trying to make it more like the MCU variant, but I still think it looks really good, and I'm very, very happy with this figure. It's definitely what I'm going to be able to get because it's just such a good figure, and I'm a sucker for Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man, so this is definitely going to be one I pick up. I really love the cape, and I'm assuming that's supposed to be the cloak levitation. I don't know if that's the case, but that's what it looks like and what it appears to be. It would have been cool if we got to see the newly molded Doctor Strange cape that's going to be in one of the new Spider-Man sets. That would have been pretty cool if we did see it here, but I'm okay with it. I think this looks perfect, and it also does come with a web and a elongated web, so that's pretty cool too. The next figure is from Loki, and this is the Sylvie figure, and this is a really cool one that we did see a leaked image of, and I'm pretty happy with this figure. When I first saw it, it looked kind of plain, but upon further glance and looking at it more in depth, it does look a little more busy, and it definitely is a figure that is going to be worth getting, especially because I really love the Loki series. I think the Loki series is probably the best Disney Plus series in my opinion. I don't think What If is going to take its place either, so I'm not saying that What If is going to suck, but I really love Loki. I thought Loki was great, and there's a lot they can do with Loki too. You know, there's a lot of different storylines they could follow. So I really love Loki. I really love Sylvie. It would have been really cool to see Sylvie and Loki actually like rule a different universe together, but that's probably what's going to happen in season 2 or season 3, however many seasons they end up making. Eventually they should end up together and of course find a new Asgard from an alternate timeline to rule. I think that'd be the cool and the most likely option in my opinion, but that's a story for another time. But yeah, this figure looks really good. It does come with the Loki alligator, and that's pretty cool. It would have been cool to have the little tiara or the crown on him, but I think it looks good. I really love the dual molded hair and crown piece for Sylvie. It would have been cool if they did something more like this for the Wanda with her tiara, but I really like it. The green machete is okay, but it's not necessarily accurate, but it works. So, but definitely a great figure. The next figure is T'Challa / Star-Lord / Black Panther, all kind of jumbled up into one, but it's basically the What If storyline. What if T'Challa was taken instead of Star-Lord, and basically taken under Yondu's will, I'm assuming, and basically becoming the new Star-Lord. And this is a really, really, really good figure. I really love the purple jacket. I think that looks really good. I really love the new helmet piece with the T'Challa hair kind of poking out rather than the Chris Pratt one. I think it looks good. I really like this figure. I believe those are going to be a metallic silver guns or whatever. I can't remember exactly the name of those guns, but they look really good. And then he does have dual molded legs, which is always nice with the boots, so that's really good. And this is actually our first version of T'Challa with just his head or face print, and it looks good. And this is going to be something I use for Black Panther. Hopefully I can get a couple of duplicates of these so I can use this for Black Panther, because I think it looks really good and very accurate. I love the hairpiece. Overall, definitely a well done figure. Moving on to the next one. When this was one that was kind of a surprise, especially the little thing that comes with it. This is the TVA version of Loki, and I think this is great. I love this. This is primarily what we see him in the series, so it definitely works, and I really like it. I really like the jacket. I think it looks really good. I love the TVA mug. It's just a great, well done figure. I do like the Luke hair. I think the Luke Skywalker hair being recolored here in black is absolutely spot on. I think it really does the figure justice, and just works, you know. So, and then the little accessory that he comes with is a Throg, which is a completely new mold, I believe. So I may be wrong about that, but I believe it's a completely new mold, and this is Throg. I think this is awesome. I really would have liked to see Throg like done, I think it would be pretty cool if we did get like Throg thrown into like, maybe one of the What If stories. So I think it's cool that we're seeing him here. I think this is awesome, and it's kind of a cameo to when when Loki turns Thor into a frog, and I believe he did make a slight cameo in Loki. I can't remember, but I believe he did. I heard something about that, I believe. But this is still good. I really love the Throg figure, and the little baby, whatever the Throg figure is called. But I really like it. I think it looks good, and it's definitely going to be something that's very desirable. It's our first Throg, that's awesome. So hopefully we get more Throg in the future, but definitely works. And then our last and final figure, we have Captain Carter, Captain Britain, whatever they're going to call her. I really don't know if she's going to be like a new Union Jack or a new Union Carter or something. I don't know exactly what they're going to call her, but I believe it's going to be Captain Carter. At least that's what I've seen so far, so I don't know. But this is basically, I believe this is actually going to be the first What If story that they do end up showing in the What If series. And it's basically what if Captain Carter or Peggy Carter was given the super soldier serum rather than Captain America. And this was a really good figure. I really love this figure. New hairpiece, I believe. The printing is awesome. I love the shield. That shield is amazing. Now this is not to be mistaken. This is actually the original. Like, this is going to be the main suit, I believe. The other suit that we see in the that new What If set with her in is actually her stealth suit. So not to be confused there, that is a completely different suit. This is the primary suit, I believe. We also do get a Tesseract in here, which is a little more accurate and definitely closer to the size that it should be at rather than that Minecraft headpiece. But although that Minecraft headpiece does quite get the shape very well done, so I don't know. But still, great figure. So what do I think of this series overall? I think this is a great series. It would have been cool to see more stuff from like the older movies from the MCU, yes, but I think this works out. I think in our next series we'll probably see more of the TV series figures. Maybe get a Baron Zemo, maybe an Agatha Harkness, and maybe for the Loki series get another alternate version of Loki. That would be really cool. So there is a lot of things they could do, and I'm very happy with this. I think this looks great. It does look like they're focusing a lot on What If, but I think I'm okay with that. I think it's really cool that they're trying to express different aspects of the MCU in What If. I think that's great. I really am a big fan of the original What If comics. There's a lot of cool ones out there. So I think it's cool that they are doing a lot of What If figures and a lot of What If sets. We have at least 2, I believe. So that's really cool. But yeah, that's pretty much all I'm gonna say in this video. If you think this is gonna be a really cool CMF, and you think you're gonna try and get every one of these figures, comment down below. Tell me which is your favorite figure, and also tell me which figure is more likely to sell well. I think the best selling figure is probably gonna be the Falcon or Captain America, but tell me what you guys think. But that's pretty much all I'm gonna say in this video. If you're excited about this, put a thumbs up. Really helps. And subscribe too. So that's pretty much all I'm gonna say though. Thanks for watching. I'll have to see you guys in the next one.